Hello and welcome to another video about how to take or when to take profits in crypto. So I already made two videos about two different strategies that might work for different people. And let's talk about the third one. A third possible strategy is to take the initial investment out. So you basically ride the trend until you have made up your initial investment in profit. So let's just say you were lucky, and you managed to buy Bitcoin. And I talk about Bitcoin here, but it's really, you can use it for any other cryptocurrency. Not only for that, you can use it for stocks and shares and other stuff as well. It's just one strategy. I don't say it's the best one, but it works for some people. It's a strategy with a use case, it works. And for some people, it works extremely well. So I've used it in the past as well a few times. And eventually it comes down to a certain degree to personal preference as well. So what you do, basically, if you were lucky and you grabbed hold of some Bitcoin at 30,000, just to make it simple, right? You managed to get Bitcoin at 30,000. What you do, you let's say you bought one Bitcoin at 30,000, then the price went up all the way, it doubled, went all the way up to 60K, which is pretty much where we are at the moment. So but what you did, you basically made a lot of profits, right, didn't you? So we go from here to there, you can see basically you made 100% of profits, in not much time, but it always depends on the time frame, doesn't matter. But what you do here then, suddenly your investment blew up from 30K to 60K. Your initial investment, however, is only 30K. So you're only 30K, let's say, in the game. The other 30K are pure profits. What you could do now, you take your initial investment out. That is, you take 30,000 out, $30,000 you take out, and you put them somewhere else. What you also need to think about, do I actually have better use for the money? I'm sure you have. But let's say you take the 30,000 out and you leave 30,000 in. That way you basically reduce your risk, or you could even say you eliminate your risk completely because you don't have anything left in there that you initially put in. Everything that you have in there now is profits, and you can leave it in to see, just to ride it out, just to see how high does it go, and maybe long-term hold it, or you can think about a different strategy than for these second half of the 60,000. So for the 30,000 in pure profits, you can think about a different profit-taking strategy for that one. Then whatever you leave in there, you could say, okay, if it goes up another 20%, maybe I take 20% out. And that's again then the dollar cost averaging exit strategy. Or you could combine it with the other strategy that I showed you based on the 50-day moving average channel. So let's say Bitcoin drops again below this lower 50-day moving average channel, and check out my other videos for that in the playlist of profit taking. Then you can take the remaining ones out. Okay, so there are different ways of doing it, and this is just one more strategy. It works extremely well if you've been in there for a long time, and if you have more than, I would say, 100% profit, because that means you can take your initial investment out and leave the other stuff in there just to ride the trend. You could also only take 50% out if you want to. And again, that comes down to personal preference then. And again, it's then very similar to dollar cost averaging out because you only take a part out. But this strategy here, particularly that I talk about today, is really about taking the initial investment out. It's not so much about dollar cost averaging out. It's to take the initial investment out, to take the initial, the pressure off you, because you always probably have in your back of your mind, if Bitcoin drops now, that I make less profit and there's still a risk that it drops below 30K again. When do I sell? And it drops, and then you think, oh no, I'll hold on to it because it might go up again, and then it drops and drops, and then you're basically screwed if it comes down below 30K again. So this is one possible strategy, and it works for particular people with different, with a certain mindset and certain risk profile, as different strategies work for different people. And this one has worked for me in the past. Again, it works for Bitcoin and other altcoins as well. It really works really well. So, that is just one way of doing it. And let me know in the comments if you want to see more videos about profit-taking strategies in crypto and other markets. And hopefully that video was useful. If you liked it, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button as well, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.